What Texans like about seagrass in their coastal bays. First of all, there's much joy in spending a day on one of the wonderful Texas beaches. It's a great place to be with water on all sides. Happiness is a day in the Texas Bay environment. You could be in a small boat like a kayak or a canoe or a small motorboat, or you could just be on the beach finding shells and starfish and having the kids wade in the shallow water. But if you wade in with a fishing pole, you just might catch a really big fish. And you see from the look on this lady's face, she's very happy with this size fish that she caught in the very shallow water. Happy to be out fishing in a small skiff like this kayak with a couple fishing poles. But what feeds all this wildlife that we have in the bay? Seagrasses, which are a group of flowering plants that are found under the bay waters, feed and nourish the fish, shellfish. They create food for the birds and the bigger fish and for the marine turtles. Here on the left, you see the seagrass with a lot of fish nursery, small fish above it. And here are the 6 kinds of seagrass that are found in the Texas Bay, of which halidule, shoalgrass, is the most important, and turtle grass is the second most important. But other kinds of animals love it too. The whooping crane, one of the most endangered species in North America, eats the blue crab as preference. And this blue crab is very definitely nurtured in the seagrass. This Louisiana tricolor heron also eats small shrimp and small crustaceans. These are fun to watch. A lot of tourists come to Texas. A lot of Texans go to the coast just to look at these shorebirds. And here's a pelican about to fly off and jump on a fish. And here are roseate spoonbills, which go along the bottom of the shallow water, burrowing for small little shrimp, which give them their very pink color. Turtles directly eat the seagrass. Marine turtles of a series of kinds are found in Texas. Manatees also eat the seagrass as nutrition. Texas has lost a great deal of the seagrass, so the bays need a plan to restore them in order to bring more fish, water, and more resilient shorelines. According to Warren Pulick, study for the Texas government, 70% of the seagrass of Texas has been lost. Laguna Madre has the most seagrass. Some other bays, like Matagorda Bay, has less than 2% of its original seagrass. Galveston Bay has very little. Restoration has mostly happened in Laguna Madre, Corpus Christi, and Redfish Bay, but restoration has been shown to be successful in Texas bays. But the surfaces, interestingly enough, reoccur when the seagrass comes back. Ecosystems with fish nurseries come right back within 3 to 6 months, sports fishery and commercial fishery. Sediment is stabilized by the root and rhizome system of the seagrass. The water is clarified by the blades, baffling the particles, so the particles drop out and are bound by the roots. Mineral cycling occurs, and carbon is stored in large volumes in the sediment. Here are some interesting examples of where we restored things. We took a dredge island from the navigational channel and cut off and moved the sand for the upper half of it. And then we planted it with seagrass. And here is the seagrass we planted. And it's 20 years been there. and it made a very good fish nursery, and the entire coastline of the rest of the island was a bird rookery with a lot of shorebirds. It was next to the Padre Island National Seashore. Here's another idea. The JFK Causeway from Corpus Christi Flower Bluff over to Padre Island was made by just putting sand from the bottom of the bay up on the, piling it up on the shore, and then putting a concrete road on the top of it. So when that was altered and parts of the causeway were put on small bridges and culverts were put through other parts, you can see all the dark seagrass, which immediately came back because the flow from Corpus Christi Bay down to Laguna Madre was restored by taking away this blockage of the JFK Causeway. So those are two areas in which very good seagrass is restored. Our appreciation goes to our sponsors, Texas General Land Office, the CCAC Committee, and the U.S. NOAA Restore. Thank you so much.